Hi there, and welcome to Yearly Reviews, a show where I go through all the games that I played through the year of 2020 1 week at a time. So without further ado, let's see what we're reviewing this week. Well, by the time this video goes live, it will probably be a few days before Halloween, and this will be the last review for Spoopy Month of this year. But this is also going to be, spoiler alert, one of the last reviews in this series. The end is nigh, folks. This series was all about reviewing games that I played in 2020, and well, the well has dried up. There's only about 3 games left out of the 73 I played last year. I know, I had way too much free time. But you know what? I'm kinda glad. I'll probably go into more detail about my experience with it in a future review, but for now, I'm just letting you guys know about it, even though barely anybody watches these videos. But now, I bet a lot of you are probably asking this. What the hell does this have to do with ŌKAMÍ HD? Answer? I don't fucking know. Set during... okay, they don't give an exact time period, but let's just say ancient Japan. The quiet and peaceful Kamiki village is under chaos as wicked demons invade the old village, controlled by their master, the 8-headed demon Orochi. Okay, so editing one for all here, so I got this bit of the story wrong. So Orochi is sealed away in a cave, and every year he's to be sacrificed a woman from Kamiki village, otherwise he will wreak havoc on the village or something. So, and the reason Nagi is fighting Orochi is because his love interest turns out to be the girl who is to be sacrificed, and basically everything else from there is correct. I'm sorry I got this one wrong, and hopefully this won't happen again. As you can tell, this is not off script. So back to the review. But luckily, Orochi is defeated and sealed away by the great swordsman Nagi and his companion, a white wolf named Shiranui. 100 years later, Susanoo, Nagi's ancestor, breaks away the seal and releases Orochi. So as a last-minute measure, Sakuya, a wood spirit and protector of Kamiki village, calls forth for the mother of all gods, Amaterasu, who takes the form of a white wolf. Using her powers over nature and brushwork, Amaterasu is determined to defeat Orochi once and for all. I have probably pronounced all of those names wrong, and I am sorry for that. No matter what system you played on, as ŌKAMÍ is on a lot of things, you're definitely not going to confuse ŌKAMÍ with another game. The obvious reason for it is its art style, where it uses a sort of ancient tapestry look to it, which works well with its atmosphere and story, pulling from certain elements of old Japanese mythology. The gameplay and open world this game presents are certainly engaging, and the main gameplay element of using brushstrokes adds a flair of creativity, culture, and again, mythology to the experience. Progressing through each level and unlocking new brushstrokes through certain gods is certainly rewarding. And the bosses in the game are pretty good as well, not to mention that the game and the character design looks fucking beautiful. However, that doesn't mean that the game is flawless, as the gameplay itself can often be a bit repetitive at times, and if you were like me and did not know that you could potentially fast travel in this game, you'd have to traverse multiple fields that seem to go on forever just to get to one point to the next in the span of, what, 10 minutes, 20, for a potential side quest, which is pointless by the way, and that point stems into my main problem with ŌKAMÍ. It's just too long. It took me about 10 hours, I think, to reach and defeat Orochi, you know, the whole mission of the game, and fair enough, that's long. But then I discovered, shit, the game, you know, after defeating the big bad, still isn't over. I still have a fuck ton to do, and no, it's not side quests, it's actually story. In fact, it's so long that technically I didn't even finish it, and technically, like with Crypt of a Necrodancer a couple of reviews ago, I shouldn't really be reviewing it, but that's more so my fault as it was right near New Year's at the time and I wanted a few extra games and just said screw it. But that bit was not a flaw with this game. If I had enough time between doing these reviews and playing games for future reviews, it's a self-sustaining cycle right there, I really want to revisit ŌKAMÍ and see if my thoughts are the same. But as it stands, ŌKAMÍ is a beautiful looking game that ties in with old Japanese mythology to its advantage, even if it's way too long. And now with that was the end of Spoopy Month. Now if you excuse me, I gotta get rid of these spooks.
Well, we have the games in there. I'm not sure if you can see them or not, but these contain the souls of these games, and they're meant to be released. And there's only one way I know how to do that. So, let's go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Spirit, be gone from this house. Be gone, go into the sink, yes. Go, spread. This is so stupid, right? These are poster ghosts as well, so they may have grown in some Okay. Come on, there's one game left. There's one game. Yeah. You couldn't spare Dark. You couldn't spare Dark. Anyway, spirits have been spiritable. That's what the plan is now. This was a huge waste of time.
Hey folks, thanks for sticking to the end of this review. If you like what you saw here, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys making comments on these videos. They make up my day and I read every single one of them. If you like what you saw here, feel free to look at the newest review and look at the latest review. And if you want to watch more, feel free to hit that bell so you know when a new review drops. See ya and thanks for watching.